Hey there. So this is the Explore section. This is what we did in class. So Unit 3, Task 1, Explore. So the first thing we did, we saw in the river environment images that there are many different type examples of changes that can happen. So we're going to investigate the processes involved in those changes. So we're going to look at data for two common changes in environments, plant growth and fog rising off the water. So first thing we're going to do is I found two really cute videos about this. So another one is fog rising off the water. So basically the air and the pond water react and you have a change that takes place causing fog. Okay. So what you're going to do then with this activity is you're going to analyze and interpret the data about two common changes in the environment. The data set one is the plant growth. Data set two is fog rising off the water. So you're going to use the tables that and then respond to the question. So in class, what we did was we did this in groups. Okay. So data set one, plant growth. So plant uses energy from the sun to create their own food. So you have your reactants right here, and then your substances at the beginning of the reaction are carbon dioxide and water. Your products, that's what happens at the end of the reaction. That's what you get out of it. So your glucose and your oxygen. So for example, your reactants, so if I'm going to make a grilled cheese sandwich, I'm going to begin with bread and butter and cheese. All right. So my bread, my butter, my cheese. And at the end, I'm going to end up with a grilled cheese sandwich. So grilled bread and melted cheese, right? So the butter is going to be melted and it's going to cause my bread to be grilled. I don't know, it's a terrible example, but you get the idea. So the product is what you end up with, okay? So what are the reactants in this change? So this is fairly straightforward. You don't need to overthink this. The reactants are right there. Carbon dioxide, water. All you have to do is write that right there, okay? Where would you find each reactant in the environment? It tells you right here. In the air, liquid. Bam. That's it, okay? What are the products in the change? The products are right here. Glucose, which is another word for sugar, and oxygen. Okay, you write that there. Where would you find each product in an environment? In the parentheses, the glucose you find in the plant, the oxygen you find in the air. All right, now this is the part that you're going to have, that you're going to take a little time with. Compare the properties of the reactants to the properties of the products. Okay, so you're going to compare these properties to these properties. Okay, you're going to focus on the differences in the numbers in order to understand the differences in the properties. Okay, are they the same? Are they different? How are they the same? How are they different? You're just giving me your opinion. All right, it's just your opinion. What are your observations about the changes? You don't have to be right or wrong because we don't really know yet. All right, but I want to see what you observe about these things. Okay, so when you're done with that one, then you're going to go in and you're going to do data set two, which is here. So in data set two, you're going to look at water evaporates from the pond surface and cools, condensing into the fog that looks like steam. So your reactants, again, your reactants are pond water, which is liquid, okay? And then your product is fog, which is water, okay, which is a gas, all right? And compare the properties of the reactants to the properties of the product. How are they the same or how are they different? Okay, so look at the properties here and here. Are they the same or are they different? Okay, talk to me about that. Okay, that's what you're doing. And you're going to do that in your explain portion or your explore portion, apologies, right here in your student worksheet. Okay, your student notes. All of that goes in here. All right, that's all you got to do. And then here, how does fog rising off the water compare to plant growth? Are they the same or are they different? What did you notice about one that you either did or didn't notice about the other? Okay, so think about the end product. All right, what kind of changes did you notice? All right, so we're going to get to that in the next one. All right, hopefully that is helpful.